I'm Juan from Spring Spanish, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to teach yourself Spanish through the power of conversation-based chunking. Anyone can do this. Acompáñame. Step 1. Set aside at least 20 minutes a day and be consistent. It's better to study 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, than 2 hours once a week. Your brain needs repeated exposure to Spanish. Remember, la práctica hace al maestro. Step number 2. Learn the absolute basic words. There are 100,000 words in the Spanish language, but the 300 most frequently used Spanish words make up 65% of all spoken language. That means that learning the 300 most common words in Spanish can give you a big comprehension head start. Igual, ten cuidado. Just by learning those words, you won't be able to speak much yet. You won't understand 65% of what native speakers say either. But it will help you understanding at least something, and knowing these words will make the rest of the process of learning Spanish much easier. Step 3. Spend at least 10 minutes a day listening to Spanish conversations for beginners. After you learn some basic words, it's time to start listening as much as you can to native speakers. What they say and how they say it, how they combine words into chunk to express themselves. And since you're observing native speakers speaking Spanish, you'll discover exactly how they express themselves because you have the words and word combinations they use right in front of you. So you'll think, so that's how a Spanish native will say it, like la práctica hace al maestro, or nos vemos por la tarde. So, instead of learning single words, you immediately learn these word combinations. That way, you can bypass a lot of grammar rules. If you combine that with learning basic grammar principles, you'll be able to start speaking very quickly. Es bastante simple, la verdad. See? Another one. Now, guess what? Our Spring Spanish videos are a perfect start. We highlight the chunks for you in all of our videos and also have some dedicated videos explaining difficult grammar concepts with chunks too. Now, you can also use Netflix, podcast, and actual Spanish course like our Spring Spanish Academy that'll help you make more progress in the next 12 weeks than in the whole previous year. More details in the description. And the more you listen to Spanish, the better, of course. You'll make faster progress if you spend an hour exposing yourself to Spanish than just 15 minutes. A great shortcut here is to think about the situations in which you're going to need Spanish. If you're often traveling to Mexico, make sure to learn how to speak at an airport, in a hotel, taxi, or at a restaurant. Need Spanish for work? Then you'll need to learn chunks for meetings and presentations, and so on. So, decide for yourself in which situations you'd like to speak Spanish fluently. Then look for real conversations and lessons on these topics first. Step 4. Spending 5 minutes a day memorizing chunks with flashcards. The easiest way to memorize these chunks and make sure you can use them in conversations is by learning them with flashcards. There are plenty of online apps that allow you to create flashcards and then learn them within a spaced repetition system. This means that the app will show you flashcards to learn based on certain intervals. It's important that you always add full sentences in which you found a chunk to the flashcard, and then blank out the chunk. Don't do isolated words, like this. In the front you have nos vemos and blank. And in the back you have nos vemos por la tarde. So, make flashcards for the most important chunks you come across and memorize them. If you're learning with our videos, you can use the flashcards we create for all of our videos for our Inner Circle members. The Inner Circle is our community for where Spring Spanish students come to get extra resources for our videos and practice their Spanish. More info in the description. Step 5. Practice speaking with the chunks you've learned. After you've learned some basic Spanish, it's time for you to go out there and actually practice your Spanish. You can do so in the Spring Spanish Inner Circle, but there are many other places where you can get speaking practice. So, since you're going to need how to survive your first conversation in Spanish, I'm going to leave a video here where I talk about some great life-saving tips for this. So click on it and I'll see you there.